I'm here with Josh Wigg,
Yeah.
who is a co-owner with Mark Wagner.
Correct.
Famous name in this part of the woods.
Yeah.
How did you come upon Lamoreaux Landing? What's your history with the winery and the region?
Yeah, my history with the winery is more of my history with Mark's family. So I was in Florida and actually met his niece in Florida, and eventually got married and had children.
It's a love story?
Yes, it is a love story. And wine's always about romance. It always comes back to romance and the passion of whatever it is that you seek in life. But in terms of the history of the land, though, Mark's family has been growing grapes on these acres basically since the 1940s. So they have, decades of experience. Mark has, 50 years of experience. He grew up in the vineyards. The oldest vineyard was planted in the early 70s, so we're pushing 40 years old on our oldest wine grapes, and we have a good mix of young vineyards as well. And it's amazing because people say that in this day and age the terroir doesn't matter. We have vineyards that were planted almost the exact same date. It's the same clone, the same rootstock. No different in terms of vinification. The cellar harvested within the same parameters in the vineyard. Completely different wines.
Taste different.
The only thing that's different is the site. It's the soil, it's the proximity to the lake, elevation. Those are the only variables. We're about 15,000 cases.
So you're in getting to that mid-sized winery stage.
We're getting to about our maximum. So that's about as big as we're ever going to get. We'll get up to about, once we're bringing every grape that we grow through here, we'll get up between 20 and 22,000 cases. And that's where we want to be. That's where we're comfortable. That maximizes our facility, our vineyards, and our equipment. And it's something that we can still control as a family.
So would that be all estate-grown fruit?
We are estate-grown now, and we will never get any bigger than we can be estate-grown. So we'll be planting more vineyards before we lose that designation. So.
That's important to you?
Yes.
Why is that important?
Because that's our competitive advantage is our vineyards. We're not at the mercy of someone dropping fruit on this pad, in September and October, and you just take whatever it is. No, we're out walking the vineyards every day. I'll be taking samples all weekend to come up with a plan for next week. Tasting the grapes, doing the subjective test, bringing the samples back, crunching the numbers, and it's about knowing, within our 110 acres, there's 20 different vineyards, over 100 sub-blocks. Knowing each of those sub-blocks and when to harvest them is really our advantage, and we don't have anyone to blame but ourselves if we don't bring in the best quality fruit, which hopefully makes the best quality wine. We eventually, after getting hit over the head long enough, we learn how to make good wine. Or better wine,
Lamoreaux Landing is always.
So we will probably never really saturate New York State, and so it's kind of nice. People can pull us into the marketplace if they want us, and when I want to go out and get on a wine list somewhere, we're still exclusive enough, and that carries some weight with the sommeliers and from Buffalo all the way to Manhattan. So.